up, guys? Just got my Akai MPK Mini. Wanted to shoot a quick little overview for you guys. We're probably going to do about 4 of these videos. One doing this overview, maybe some Mixcraft, Ableton thrown in there. This thing is really cool, so I hope you guys enjoy this video 1 of X of the Mini Akai series. Alright everybody, what I got right here is my Akai MPK Mini professional laptop production keyboard. It has 25 keys, it has 8 pads, 8 knobs, and it has different pad banks and whatnot. Now Akai makes just a regular mini keyboard and a mini pad. You're going to pay more to get those separate, where you can buy this one and it's 70 bucks I think on Amazon right now. So it's a really good deal. If you're looking at getting started making music, it's a really cheap way to get into it, to see if you really like what you're doing. It's a MIDI controller, so it makes no noise unless it's hooked up to your computer and connected to a digital audio workstation or something that translates MIDI notes into sound. It's 25 keys. It has this octave up and down. So it's not a full-fledged keyboard by any means, but you have all the octaves you need at the touch of a button, which is really cool. I'm hooked up to Mixcraft right now, so it's just playing the keyboard on top of the pads. But the cool thing is you can go switch to a different kit. You have drums and you can turn to pad bank 1. And these are all configurable too. With Ableton, you have what's called instant mapping. And you can actually choose this Akai MPK Mini. It'll map the virtual instruments and the effects to the knobs, to the pads, to whatever. And it's really, really cool. I'm gonna show you that in a later video. There's also, you have this pad bank 1 and pad bank 2. Essentially, you get 16 pads here instead of just 8. The pads are also velocity sensitive. I don't know if you can see that or hear that. The one complaint that I can see being a problem is the pads. You have to hit them pretty good in order for them to work. Like a lot of people think, you know, you can touch them. The old MPC pads apparently were very sensitive. This is my first MIDI controller with pads, so I really have no reference to say if it's too sensitive, not sensitive enough, etc. For me, it's fine, but might try the hack anyway. You also have 8 knobs, which you can map to whatever you want. Like, for instance, right now, I got this test track that I was using, and I got it mapped to the master volume. You can map these to the master track, you can map these to different virtual instruments, you can map these to effects, you can map these to virtually anything you want. So there's really an infinite number of things you can do with these knobs. Right, Ray?
Right.
Infinite.
Infinite is impossible.
This being a MIDI controller, you can go online and download a host of free virtual instruments, or even pay for them if you got the money. But there are lots and lots of free virtual instruments that is good. This is one of them called the Supertron. So it's cool. It's got the built-in arpeggiator in the virtual instrument itself. But the cool thing about this Akai is it has a built-in hardware arpeggiator. Turn the arpeggiator on.
That's based off of the notes you're...
Yeah, whatever notes you're holding down, it'll arpeggiate. And the cool thing is you can tap the tempo. You want it faster? So you can play around with that with just regular piano, any of the sounds you come up with. There's also a built-in configuration tool in here, the Akai control surface, where you can have 4 different programs. You can set the tempo of the arpeggiator. If you're working on a track that's at 160 beats per minute and you want to match your arpeggiator with that, you can set it like that. All right, so here's the MPK Mini editor. You got 4 presets up here. You can set up the different notes, low note, high note, whatever. There's your 2 banks, bank 1 and bank 2, which correspond to your pad bank 1 and pad bank 2 on the actual Mini. Here's where you can turn the ARP on. You can turn the different, if you want to do it random, where it's going in random notes, doesn't matter. You hold 4 notes down and it plays the 4 notes in random rhythm. You can go up, down, inclusive, exclusive. Here's your beats per minute you can choose. There's a lot you can do, and this is included in the software right here. Okay guys, that's the Akai MPK Mini. I hope you enjoyed the little overview video. It's affordable, portable, and easy to use. I would recommend it to aspiring artists that just want to get their foot in the door and maybe test out a DAW and see how you like it. I would even say people that have been doing it for years would probably find this thing useful. Check it out at Amazon.com. It's 70 bucks. That's where I got mine. That's usually the cheapest you can get. If you have any questions about it, comment. If you like it, thumb it up, sub us. St. Lucas, all day, every day. Rock the house. Rock the house, y'all. Rock the house.